Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. Today is just going to be a basic get ready with me video. I don't have anything in particular to talk about. We're just gonna sit down and get ready for work together. I'm going to use the Natasha Denona Peak palette. I haven't used it before. This will be my first time. So how have you guys been? I've been surviving. I have depression, like many people do. I have a really bad anxiety that I don't talk about, like, ever. And then when it starts getting dark early and Christmas is almost over and all of that, my seasonal depression kind of kicks in. So I end up getting hit, I end up suffering from my normal depression, but it just seems to worsen, So it's kind of that time of year for me where getting out of bed and being functional and all of that is really hard for me. But I have a vacation coming up soon, which is going to be really nice. I only had to use 4 of my vacation days because of the holidays and where everything falls. So I'm gonna have 4 days or 10 days off, and I only had to use 4 days of my vacation. So that's super exciting to me. Yeah, that's always nice. And this will be the most days I've had off in a row in 4 years or something like that. So yeah, that'll be really nice. And I'm not doing anything in particular. I'm just staying home and spending the holidays with my kids. Speaking of my kids, they are vaccinated, and so they are going to be going back to school soon. And I am so relieved for that, but I'm also sad about it. The nice part about them not being in school is I get to see them before I go to work and help them, get on Zoom and talk to them, and my youngest will cuddle with me for a little bit. But when they go back to school, I'll see them for a split second when I get them ready for school, and then they're gone. And then I work, I work swing shifts. So this last, the pandemic, and I got to work day shift for quite a while last year during the beginnings of the pandemic, and my kids have also been home. So I've gotten to see them more, and that's been really good for my mental health, honestly, because when I don't get to see my kids and I'm working swing, I get sad. I miss them, and I don't look forward to having those feelings again of guilt and not seeing my kids except for basically on the weekends. And yeah, that's my cat and my son making fun of my cat. Yeah, I don't look forward to that. So it's fine. I've been really lucky to get to see them as much as I did the last couple of, the last year and a half or however long this pandemic has been happening. But on the plus side, my house will remain a little bit cleaner, and the kids will get to go back to school and see friends and you know, get a better education. And I say that lightly because the education is not that great. But, you know, it'll be better than what's being provided online. So, you know, there's a plus side to things. So I'm just gonna try and concentrate on that. And, you know, the kids do sometimes come and see me while I'm at work. So they'll have to start dealing with coming and seeing me more often, because when I miss them, I will have them come to work on my lunch and say hi. Hopefully one day I won't be working swing. Yeah. My lead retires in a couple of years, which seems like a really long time to wait. But I'm hoping that when he does retire that I get his position. And that's what I'm working towards. Hi, Miz. And have been working towards. So hopefully the principal, who I don't really like very much, he's kind of a judgmental dick, honestly. I think he's religious and very black and white and doesn't like me for being different, I guess. I don't know. I don't think he doesn't not like me. We avoid each other, and that's a problem. So I'm hoping that he'll get over that, and that my hard work and my knowledge of the school will be enough to get me my lead's position when it opens up. And my lead, he likes me and I like him, and he's trained me. So I know the school, I know the filter system, I know all the crawl spaces and breaker areas and just everything. I know that, and so hopefully at least in a couple of years I get moved. But anyways, I know that's like super random and a long way away, but it's on my mind with my kids going back to school, how much I'm gonna miss them. And my oldest, you know, she's at that age where she doesn't need me or want me, you know what I mean? So, but my youngest, she still misses me sometimes, I think. At least she tells me she does. And my son, he's very, very sweet and emotional, and he tells me he misses me too. But my oldest, she's like, yeah, whatever. Whatevs. My eyes watering. That's fun. Super fun. You know, you guys, this palette is just like kind of muddying out, and two of the shades like seem really similar. I'm not like super blown away by it, to be honest. I'm going to use this single from Give Me Glow. It's called Fireworks. And I think the orange will look really good with this orangey look. So I'm going to add that. I'm trying to use my singles more because I have them and I don't use them because I have this like weird thing where I'm like, oh, I only can use what's in a palette or one palette instead of using multiple palettes, you know what I mean? I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna use this other single from Give Me Glow, and it's called Icicle. And I'm just gonna do this. I didn't really tell you guys what I did at all with this look, but I did figure I would tell you that I pulled in 2 other shades since I showed you what palette I was using. I don't know if anybody actually tries to recreate any looks that I do, or if that even matters to them. You know what I mean? So yeah, anything, like, are you guys excited for the holidays? Are you not excited? Do you celebrate? I know some people don't celebrate holidays, which is, you know, fine. I have no judgment. I respect whatever religion you have. I didn't used to like Christmas, but when I had kids, I ended up loving Christmas. I love it, but it's also really stressful because I try really hard to make sure that they have a very good Christmas. And it can be a lot sometimes trying to make sure that I'm getting everything and getting them what they want and what they need, and making sure there's more presents than they need. But my partner and I both didn't have the greatest Christmases, and so I feel like with that combination, we both just kind of go a little crazy, or like feel like we have to provide a certain amount, you know? And we've only had like 1 year where Christmas was going to be really bad for the kids, and then my friend helps us out with all of the amazing gifts, and then we did a couple of local organizations that helped out, and then, you know, they have family that spoils them, and we managed to make it work, and it was actually a really good Christmas, thanks to everybody who came and helped us. So my kids haven't experienced what I would consider a sad or challenging Christmas, and it's something that I've tried to work towards, and something I didn't want them to experience, which is ridiculous because Christmas isn't even about, like, it's not about the gifts. It's about, like, spending time with your family and having that family time, you know what I mean? And I realize that, and I make sure that my kids kind of realize that, you know, and we celebrate family and our health and things like that, but it's just, I try really hard to provide them, we try really hard to provide them with a really good Christmas. And I don't mean like we're spending like thousands and thousands of dollars. Like, I don't have that kind of money, but what I do mean is that there's presents under the tree, and there's stuff that they want, and there's thought, and you know, there's multiple presents under the tree, and I don't know. I don't have the money to be like what some people have, where there's like $5,000 worth of presents under the tree. No, you know, but we do spend some money on them, and normally I've prepared more, but I've failed at shopping this year before Christmas and stuff, so I've kind of been stressed out and broke, trying to get the gifts for them. So I know that sounds ridiculous, and some people might have issues with that, or that might make some people feel uncomfortable with how they do their Christmas with their kids or whatever. Hopefully that doesn't trigger anybody, because I know some people have like a certain amount of gifts that they give, or a certain amount of price, or you know, they just do one big gift and a small gift, or whatever, you know. So and again, if you can't afford to spend a bunch of money on your kids, like I said, I don't spend a shit ton of money, but I do spend money. You're not failing them or doing any, you know what I mean? But it's just something that I try to do for my kids, and my partner does too. My partner and I both didn't really have good birthdays either, and we don't go overly crazy for the kids' birthdays. Like, they get a gift maybe, you know, like a decent gift, and that's it. Especially since two of my kids have birthdays in the winter months. I have a December and a January kid. But yeah, we don't go overly crazy. But you know, my partner never had any good birthdays, neither did I, and so I feel like that's kind of affected the way that we, I don't know, how we view like Christmas and stuff. And let's just also say that it's not like we had family either, that my neighbor's stupid dogs, we didn't have like good like family life growing up too. So it's not like we had family, you know, oh, we're poor, we're not, you know, doing a whole lot for Christmas, but we have a movie and a game, you know. We didn't have those like family traditions or like a decent, you know what I mean? So there wasn't even that for us. And so we try really hard to provide both. You know, we want the kids to have family traditions and remembering like fun things, as well as not having to remember financial issues and stuff, you know? Like, that's not, my kids don't need to know about that or experience those things. And we try and have tried, even when, I mean, we are not rich. We are not even considered well off. Or even middle class. I don't even think I'm middle class, to be honest. But I try really hard not to expose the kids to that, because that's not anything that they should have to worry about. And that's stuff that I remember as a kid having to worry about. And my family made it obvious, and you know, my partner did too. So yeah, my partner's family was really shitty, because they actually had, like, they never tried ever. They're the most selfish, narcissistic people ever. I don't like her dad and I don't like her mom, and they're not good people. They're not good people. For many reasons. So anyways, this was like a super rambly get ready with me. I hope I didn't offend anybody or upset anybody, because I know topics like that, I guess, can be triggering. But I'm gonna do my rest of my face and stuff off camera just to speed things up, and I'll be right back to show you the finished look. Please don't go anywhere. All right, this is the finished look. I want to know what's happening to me, you guys. I've been doing more neutral looks lately. Like, what the hell is happening to me? This is not me. Where's my color? Whew. Is that my depression? Maybe it's my depression. I don't know, but like normally I do far more like color, and this is so neutral for me. So neutral. But I like it. I definitely think that I had to pull in those two shimmers for this palette, but I do, at first I wasn't sure how I felt about this palette, but I think I like it. Anyways, sorry for all of my crazy ramblings. I need to figure out some kind of get ready with me topic like I did with this spooky tales to do, or do you just want to keep hearing me ramble and talk about random things in my life or things that are in my mind or whatever happens when I sit down? Because I'm not planning. I just sit down and then I do something and then I just start talking, and whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of my mouth, which can be dangerous. Very, very, very dangerous. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. Hope you have a good Christmas. I hope to see you next time. Okay, bye.